So talent development is crucial because it builds employee skills in line with what company requirements are, boosts retention, and I hear sometimes people say, well, we shouldn't invest in training because if we do, people will simply take the skills that we spent our company funds to give them, and they'll go look for another better paying job somewhere else, leveraging the investments we made in their skill acquisition into more selfish ends. We've heard that, but the research supports exactly the opposite idea, that if an employer spends money on employees for upskilling, reskilling, new skilling, etc., that will be more likely a retention strategy and make it less likely that the employee will resign. Why? Because it builds a sense of loyalty, a sense of obligation. If I spend money on you, you feel more obligated to me. And that's the idea. So it just makes sense that if the company spends money on skill development, it will pay off in the long term and will have lower turnover. So it also gets our company ready for those future challenges, some of which we can expect, and others, like COVID, we cannot expect. And it helps align people's skills with what talent is required to maintain company competitive advantage in a swiftly changing and dynamic workplace environment. So by investing in learning, companies foster employee engagement. They build a reputation as a top employer. It goes to their employment brand as a preferred employer, makes it easier to recruit top talent, and it helps continuously bridge those critical skill gaps that, if ignored, could put our company out of business. We often hear company leaders talk about the extraordinary cost of training, but I've never heard one talk about the extraordinary cost of ignorance, the alternative to training. We could easily say we're not going to spend any money on investments in our employees' skill development efforts. Well, if that's true, what is the cost of ignorance? What does that cost us in terms of competitive advantage? What does that cost us in lost employees, in angry customers? What is the cost of ignorance? I don't know that anyone has tried to calculate that.